Hello, welcome to day 16 of the Electronic Sound Advent Calendar, where we are building a synth. Again, I have had some more people who've had problems with these. First, I'll say I'm not the seller or manufacturer. I've just bought one and I'm just making it for fun. But still, let me know if there's problems. And my Twitter account, which is Orion Robots at Twitter, is probably a great place for interacting and going back and forth. Not least because you can send me pictures, and then we can try and figure out what's wrong and see if we can get you going again. Obviously, these things are way more fun if it works and if you can follow along too. Okay, so door number 16. And we have... It's another resistor. And I can't quite get my finger in there. There we go. We've got another resistor. I think that's... If I can get it to focus on the resistor. That is a 100k resistor. It really doesn't want to focus on that, does it? Right, so it's brown, black, black, orange, brown. And where does this resistor go? Considering we've just stored a bunch off as well. That resistor is replacing this wire here. Let's bring the manual into view. So it says you can control the volume more comfortably with the trim pot with the resistor in place. So that resistor will basically be reducing the volume somewhat. That was this pin here and this leg of the trim pot there. I haven't made that very tidy at all, have I? But it'll still work. I'm just going to make sure it's not contacting anything else. And it'll still make the same horrid noise, I suspect. Ooh. That's really faint. You can turn it right the way down. It's not quite the blasty loud volume it was yesterday. Okay. I am tempted to wonder if that resistance is a little bit on the high side, and if any one of those other resistors could give us a slightly, because 100 kilo ohm is quite a lot. Brown, black, black, orange, brown. It is quite a high resistance, which is why that's so very quiet now, even when it's all the way up. Well, okay. Now, wait a minute. This was all a bit short. And I don't know about you, but it's been a few too many days since we made a circuit diagram of this. So let's see if we can figure out what we've got going on. We know we have an amplifier. And we know that there is, on the amplifier, a capacitor. I've probably drawn that the wrong way round, going to a speaker. Okay, and that goes down to ground, so there's our ground. The amp has a connection to ground, and there's a connection to the positive with a decoupling capacitor right there as well, which is this other capacitor here. And they're both 100 UF, 100, there we go. We've got one leg going here, one leg going to a capacitor there, and that capacitor goes across this resistor, variable resistor, Now we've got our chip, and I guess we've got what, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, pin 16. So there's going to be, there's our 100K, sorry. And there's pin 16 of this device. Okay, so pin 16 is an output. We've got pin 9. So pin 9 goes up to this positive rail up here. We've got pins 8 and 7. Going down to ground. We've also got a local bypass capacitor just here. We've got pins 19, 20, and each of those goes to a button. So there's 19, there's 20. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 connections. Oh, and we've also got, I forgot to draw this, we've got an LED, and it's actually an LED with a resistor, which I forgot to draw last time, connected to pin 17. Yeah, it's getting a bit tiny there because I didn't really leave myself space for that. And then that goes all the way just to our batteries. So that's roughly the circuit we've got. This stuff doesn't play in because this stuff over here is just storage. But I think that is an idea of what this circuit is doing. Now, what these pin 16 and pins 18 and 19 are doing on this chip probably depends on whatever code is running on it, given that we now know it's an 8051, which will be running some code, some program on it. I don't suppose we'll be able to see that program. Yeah, I think that program is something that's burned in that we don't get to see. But hopefully we get to interact with it in more interesting ways as we carry on throughout the Advent calendar. I hope you've enjoyed today's day 16 of the Advent calendar. I hope to see you tomorrow. Please do go make stuff and be awesome. Bye.